Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So, that is one thing. Now all of you want success. What type of success you want? Short-term success or long-term success? Okay. Now, remember the formula. If you want long-term success, you have to work for a long time. And if you want short-term success, you have to work for a short time. Now tell me, what do you want? Short-term or long-term? Long-term. That means you are prepared to work for a long time? Yes. Okay. Number one. Now, how to get success? That is $1 million question. How to get this? An American thinker, you must have heard his name, Ralph Waldo Emerson. He said, the secret of success in trade, in war, in every management of human affairs is the concentration of mind. The secret of success in trade, in war, in every management of human affairs is the concentration of mind. And Swami Vivekananda said, if I have to do my education over again, I will not undergo the present system of education. First I will learn how to concentrate my mind, how to control my mind, and the information I can have at my own will. Now, that time Swamiji said, for information I can go to the library. Now you need not go to the library. Just for Google, go for Google search, click, and you get all the information. So Swami Vivekananda said, education is not the amount of information that goes into your brain, runs right there, undigested all your life. Education is being and becoming. Education is the assimilation of ideas. Education is not the amount of information. So Swami Vivekananda says, if I have got concentration, later on I can have information at my own will. But first, most important thing is to get concentration of mind and control of mind. So, if you have got concentration, you get everything. Swami Vivekananda had tremendous power of concentration, and yet he wanted more concentration. I'll give you just one example. Swami Vivekananda was sitting in his room in Belumat. You know, Belumat is the headquarters of Ramakrishna Mission. We have 173 branches all over the world, 40 abroad, rest in India, 4 in Gujarat, Rajkot, Limdi, Porbandar, and now newly started in Vadodara, from which I am coming. The historic Dilaram Bungalow in which Swami Vivekananda himself stayed as the guest of the then Diwan Manibai Jaspai in 1892 was handed over by the government of Gujarat to Ramakrishna Mission on 30 years lease at 1 rupee token rate on 18th April 2005, and from that time we have got the new branch center in Gujarat, fourth one. We have 4 centers in Gujarat and total 173 all over the world. Apart from that, we have 1000 non-affiliated centers which are not run by our monks but by our devotees and friends. And one such center is in Vallabh Vidyanagar, just near police line, Manish Chokdi. There is Ramakrishna Seva Mandir. And I am going to talk today on time management there. You can come 6:30 and there is a beautiful library and all that. So you can come there. Now, the headquarters of Ramakrishna Mutt and Mission is in Belumat, which was also started by Swami Vivekananda. By the side of the Ganges there is a beautiful ashrama, and by that side there is a building on the second floor. That is, on the first floor, Swami Vivekananda's room is there. That room has been kept even now as it is. If you go to Belumat, if you visit, you feel as if Swami Vivekananda is staying in his room. His clothes, his musical instruments, table, chair, cot, everything is as it is. Now Swami Vivekananda was in his room, and this is just a few days before he passed away. As you know, he passed away on 4th July 1902 at the age of 39 years. He was born in Calcutta only on 12th January 1863. And that is why his birthday, 12th January, celebrated as National Youth Day. And because he was born in 1863, So 2013 to 14 is going to be the year when we are going to celebrate Swami Vivekananda's 150th birth anniversary all over the world. But already preparations have started from last year and many programs are being conducted, culminating in 2013 and 14. 150th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. I have given some notes to what are the types of activities we are going to do from Baroda, that I have handed over to Swami Nikhil Bhai, and it will be displayed on notice board. So you can also contribute for that 150th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. But Swami, I was telling you, Swami Vivekananda was in his room just before passing away at the age of 39 years. He was reading a book. The name of the book is Encyclopedia Britannica. You must have seen the books. Very big volumes. At that time, his disciple Sharachan Chakravarti came. And he saw so many books lying there on the floor. He said, my God, it will be taking whole lifetime to finish all these books. Swami Vivekananda said, what do you say? Only a few books, few days back, these books have arrived. I have already finished the first 10 volumes and now I am reading the 11th volume. What? Within few days you have finished 10 volumes? Impossible. I can't believe. You don't believe? Okay. From these first 10 volumes, you can ask any question that you want. And the disciple asked so many questions and Swamiji replied all the questions and correct replies. And sometimes quoting the very language of the book. Then the disciple was very much astonished. He said, Swamiji, this is a miracle. Swamiji said, this is not miracle. That is the power of concentration of mind. If your concentration of mind, 10 hours study can be done in one hour. Many students are asking me this question. Swamiji, how is it possible? 10 hours study in 1 hour? I said it's possible because at present we are doing 1 hour study in 10 hours. Taking up the book and turning the pages of the book. Eyes are there on the book and mind. अच्छा कल वो देखा और टीवी में वो हीरो जा रहा था पहले विलेन के पीछे उस रास्ते से ज्यादा जल्दी पकड़ता। अरे तू किस रास्ते जा रहा है तो देख भैया कितना पेज निकल गया। अरे मैं क्या पढ़ रहा था, हीरो और विलेन कहाँ से आ गया? होता है कि नहीं? पढ़ी फिर से पढ़ो। अभी 1 घंटे की पढ़ाई 10 घंटे में करते हैं तो कंसंट्रेशन आएगा तो 10 घंटे की पढ़ाई 1 घंटे में हो जाएगी। सो 10 hours study can mean 1 hour if you got concentration of mind. Not only in study, in everything. You heard the name of Sachin Tendulkar? No? So, and have you heard the name of the wicketkeeper Taylor, Australian wicketkeeper? Yeah. So when the Australian wicketkeeper Taylor was there, he was interviewed by Times of India. So Taylor said that when I was wicketkeeping, Sachin Tendulkar was batting. And when the fast bowlers were operating, I was standing at a long distance. But when the spinners came into operation, I stood very near the stumps. Why? Because if Tendulkar misses the ball, I can just stump him out. So I was very near the stumps. And then he said, when the bowler was going to his bowling crease, at that time, because I was very near the stumps, I could hear Sachin Tendulkar is telling himself, whispering very small voice, Sachin, please concentrate. Sachin, please concentrate. He is telling himself, but wicketkeeper is listening because he was nearby. And because he has told himself, Sachin, please concentrate, full concentration on the ball. As soon as I lose ball, like here 4, like 6, 4. Why? Why? Sachin, please concentrate. So that is the secret. When you start your study, you tell yourself, Ramesh, please concentrate. Dinesh, I don't know where Ramesh Dinesh is that. Dinesh, please concentrate. Dharti, please concentrate. Dharti is there or not, I do not know. So, just tell yourself, just before settling down, you tell yourself, please concentrate. It will have a great effect. Tell your mind, now, nothing more. Do one thing at a time. Dronacharya asked, what are you seeing? Arjun replied, I am seeing eye of the bird, not the bird. Similarly, whenever you are concentrating, focusing, one at a time. That is why you must have heard the formula, but we forget. Study while you study. Play while you eat, while you sleep, while you. What a easy equation. We know it very well, but are we following? No. When we are studying, अच्छा वो वेस्ट इंडीज में क्या हुआ कि उसका सेंचुरी हुआ कि नहीं यार, अच्छा थोड़ा सा देख लेते हैं. अरे अभी तो आजकल मोबाइल में सब आ गए, थोड़ा सा देख लेते हैं, अभी क्या ही जाने की जरूरत है. अरे लेक्चरर तो अपना बोलता रहेगा, चलो थोड़ा सा देख ले सेंचुरी हुआ. व्हाइल यू आर स्टडिंग, अभी क्या सोच रहे हो? यू आर थिंकिंग अबाउट प्ले. और फिर क्रिकेट के मैदान में गए शाम को, बैट हाथ में लिया और बॉलर ने बॉलिंग क्रीज पे से बॉलिंग बार डाला, बॉल डाल दिया. अचानक क्या गया, अरे यार वो फ्रेंड के पास नोटबुक लाना भूल गया, क्लीन बोल्ड. पढ़ाई के समय, खेलते समय पढ़ाई का सोचा, खेल में क्लीन बोल्ड, और पढ़ाई के समय खेल का सोचा, पढ़ाई में भी क्लीन बोल्ड, दोनों में क्लीन बोल्ड. That is why play while you study, while you eat, while you sleep, while you. उसके लिए तो भाई टाइम टेबल बनाना पड़ेगा. So concentration is very important, even for games, sports, music. I'll tell you another interesting incident. Swami Vivekananda, when he went to America second time, first time he went 1893 for participating in the World Parliament of Religion in Chicago, and he delivered his historic speech on 11th September 1893, mind you, that was also 9/11. And because we did not receive his message of harmony of religions of 9/11, another 9/11 came after 108 years and the world tower broke. Because we did not listen to his message. Anyway, he was there for 4 years, 1893 to 1897. Then he returned to India and started Ramakrishna Mission for serving humanity. Again, 1899, he went second time to the West at the invitation of Western admirers for giving lectures. From there, he went to Camp Taylor for taking taking classes for some of the devotees. At Camp Taylor, a very interesting incident happened. There was a wooden bridge, and Swamiji was going over the bridge when he found near the river bank 4 cowboys. They were having the gun in their hand and they were trying to shoot at the eggshells, a string of eggshells which was floating in water. Now there are 12 eggshells in one stream, and the whole stream, the eggshells are floating like this because it's a running water. And all the 4 cowboys were trying to shoot at the eggshells, but all the shots were going in vain. Now Swamiji watched for some time, and then he could not help smiling. And these 4 cowboys, they became very much annoyed. He is laughing at us. Hey, what do you think? Is it a small job to shoot at the eggshells that are floating in water? You are laughing at us. Okay, we give you the challenge. Let us see how do you do it. And they handed over the gun to Swamiji. Now what to do? So Swamiji took up the gun, aimed at the eggshells, fut. 12 eggshells gone in 12 shots. And these cowboys, they became very much excited. Swami, how long you are practicing? We are practicing from 5 years. We could not do it. How long you are practicing? Then Swamiji replied, my dear friends, I am holding the gun for the first time. First time. And you shoot all the 12 eggshells. That is a miracle. Swamiji said, that is not miracle. That is the power of concentration of mind. So, if you have concentration of mind, you can excel in business, in sports, in games, in music, in studies, in examination. Everywhere you can conquer the world if you have got concentration of mind. Now, the $1 million question is, how to get concentration, isn't it? You want to know? Okay. All of you have got laptops? Please open. Open your laptop. What is this? You don't have laptop? हैव यू गॉट? नहीं होगा तो बताना, मेंटल हॉस्पिटल में डाल देंगे। इस लैपटॉप में जितनी मेमोरी है किसी दुनिया के किसी लैपटॉप में नहीं है कि नहीं? यू गॉट ट्रेमेंडस मेमोरी इन दिस लैपटॉप। Even now, no scientist has been able to manufacture any laptop equivalent to this laptop. So, now what we will do is that we will have data entry into this laptop. Okay? For data entry, the procedure is that I will tell something, you have to repeat it loudly, so that it will be data entry. Anytime you can retrieve the information. Okay? I am giving the formula of getting concentration of mind. So should I speak in Hindi or Gujarati? Hindi? Okay, Hindi. अच्छा, how many of you do not know Gujarati? Okay, so मैं हिंदी में होगा। हिंदी तो सब लोग जानते हैं, हिंदी कोई नहीं जानता, ऐसा कोई है नहीं? ठीक है, बोलो। हमारा मन जितना शुद्ध होगा उतना हमारा मन एकाग्र होगा। हमारा मन जितना शुद्ध होगा उतना हमारा मन एकाग्र होगा। याद रहेगा? डाटा एंट्री हो गई। हमारा मन जितना शुद्ध उतना हमारा मन, हमारा मन जितना शुद्ध होगा उतना हमारा मन एकाग्र करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? बस, वेरी गुड। अभी डाटा एंट्री हो गया। मैं इस बात में पूछूंगा कभी भी, मन शुद्ध करने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए? मन एकाग्र होगा तो मन, ठीक है, डाटा एंट्री हो गई। सो C is directly proportional to P, where C is equal to concentration of mind and P is equal to purity of mind. The greater the purity of mind, the greater is the concentration of mind. हमारा मन जितना शुद्ध होगा उतना हमारा मन एकाग्र होगा। Now next, अभी फॉर्मूला, मन शुद्ध होगा तो मन एकाग्र होगा। अरे पर मन कैसे शुद्ध होगा अभी बताओ। तो सेकंड फॉर्मूला, आहा शुद्धौ सत्व शुद्धि ही सत्व शुद्धौ ध्रुवा स्मृति ही। हमारा आहा शुद्ध होगा तो बुद्धि शुद्ध होगी, बुद्धि शुद्ध होगी तो स्मरण शक्ति अक्षुण बन जाएगी। तो आहार शुद्ध कैसे होगा? आहार शुद्ध का मतलब क्या होता है? आहार का मतलब क्या होता है? भोजन। मतलब मुंह से जो ग्रहण करते हैं वो ऐसा भोजन होना चाहिए जो हमारे मन को चंचल न करे, सात्विक आहार होना चाहिए। पर हम लोगों को तो सात्विक आहार क्या स्वामी जी, हमको अभी अभी हमारे बोरिंग कर दिया। तो हमको तो क्या अच्छा लगा, तुम लोग को क्या अच्छा लगा मुझे सब पता है। पिज्जा, चाउ चाउ, बर्गर, मैगी। इतनी छोटी सी बच्ची क्या करती है, अपने पापा को बोलती है, पापा पापा नहीं मम्मी ले आओ, ये मम्मी मैगी नहीं बनाती है। लो मम्मी बदलने की बात। इतनी छोटी सी बच्ची मैगी चाहिए। आजकल सभी को मैगी चाहिए, पिज्जा चाहिए, वो बाकी सब वो सात्विक आहार अच्छा नहीं लगता। एनीवे, जो खाना हो खाओ भाई, मैं कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा, परंतु कभी कभी खाओ, फास्ट फूड भी खाओ। और बहुत ज्यादा फास्ट फूड खाने से फिर बहुत फास्ट तुम्हारी दुर्गति होगी, इसलिए थोड़ा स्लो खाओ। फास्ट फूड को भी स्लोली खाओ, कभी कभी खाओ। एनीवे, तो एक तो सात्विक आहार लेना चाहिए। और कितना लेना चाहिए? ज्यादा कि कम? बैलेंस डाइट, ज्यादा भी नहीं कम भी नहीं। ओके, तो एक तो मुंह से हम आहार ग्रहण करते हैं, वो ऐसा होना चाहिए जो हमारे मन को चंचल न करे। पर हम तो केवल मुंह से आहार नहीं ग्रहण करते हैं, दूसरे बाहर कैसे आहार ग्रहण करते हैं? आंख से, कान से, ठीक है। अच्छा, गांधी जी के 3 बंदे मालूम है सबको? बुरा मत, बुरा मत, अच्छा बुरा मत, बुरा मत, बुरा मत, ये तो सबको मालूम है। अच्छा, अभी तुमको 3 और बंदर की बात बताते हैं। गांधी जी के 3 बंदर सबको मालूम है, और ये 3 बंदर है स्विट्जरलैंड के 3 बंदर। हमारे एक स्वामी जी गए थे वेदांत के प्रचार के लिए। वहां पर उन्होंने एक तालाब के किनारे देखा 3 बंदर की मूर्ति, बड़ी विचित्र मूर्ति। अभी तक उन्होंने 3 बंदर देखे थे, उसमें से एक बंदर ने 2 आंख बंद की थी, दूसरे बंदे ने 2 कान बंद किए थे, और तीसरे बंदे ने मुंह बंद किया था। अभी यहां जाकर के उन्होंने देखा, विचित्र बात है, 3 में से एक बंदर ने 1 आंख बंद की, दूसरी खुली रखी है। दूसरे बंदर ने 1 कान बंद किया, दूसरा खुला रखा है, और तीसरा बंदर ने आधा मुंह बंद आधा खुला। अरे अब इसका क्या अर्थ होता है भाई? उसका तो अर्थ पता है, बुरा मत देखो, बुरा मत सुनो। ये बंदर क्या कहना चाहते हैं? वो स्वामी जी सोचने लगे। सोचते सोचते उनको वेद का श्लोक याद आ गया और उनको पूरा मीनिंग पता पड़ गया। कौन सा श्लोक था? भद्रम कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवा, भद्रम पश्येमाक्षभिर्यत्राः, स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागं सस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवा, स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदा, स्वस्ति नस्ताक्षरिष्टनेमि, स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। भद्रम कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवा, कानों के द्वारा मंगलमय वाणी सुनो। एक कान बंद है, बुरा मत सुनना, पर एक कान खुला है, अच्छा से जरूर सुनो। भद्रम पश्येमाक्षभिर्यत्राः, एक आंख बंद है, बुरा मत देखो, और एक आंख खुली, अच्छा से जरूर देखो। टीवी में खराब चैनल मत देखो, अच्छी चैनल जरूर देखो। खराब प्रोग्राम मत देखो, अच्छे प्रोग्राम अवश्य देखो। खराब पुस्तकें मत पढ़ो, अच्छी पुस्तकें अवश्य पढ़ो। स्वामी विवेकानंद की पुस्तकें पढ़ो, अच्छी बायोग्राफीज पढ़ो, जिससे हमको डेवलपमेंट होता है, हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल जगता है, इंस्पिरेशन मिलता है। इंस्पायरिंग बुक्स पढ़ो। परंतु जिन बुक से हमारे मन में डर लगता है, भूत प्रेत की कहानियां या जासूसी कहानियां, रात को फिर अकेले जाने में डर लगता है, ऐसी किताबें मत पढ़ो। जिससे हमारा मन बिगड़ता है, हमारी मन अशुद्ध हो जाता है या हमारी एकाग्रता भंग होती है, ऐसी किताबें मत पढ़ो। पर जिनसे हमारा मन शुद्ध होता है, हमारा मन एकाग्र होता है, ऐसी इंस्पायरिंग किताब अवश्य पढ़ो। आधा मुंह बंद है, किसी की निंदा मत करो, पर आधा मुंह खुला है, पर किसी को प्रोत्साहन के दो शब्द अवश्य बोलो। हैव ए वर्ड ऑफ एप्रिसिएशन फॉर अदर्स, दैट इज द माउथ इज ओपन। तो हमारी इंद्रियों के द्वारा हम शुद्ध आहार ग्रहण करेंगे और अशुद्ध आहार ग्रहण नहीं करेंगे, तो क्या होगा? हमारा मन शुद्ध होगा। मन शुद्ध होगा तो मन एकाग्र हो जाएगा। तो तुम्हारा इक्वेशन पहले से ही, मन शुद्ध होगा तो मन एकाग्र होगा। मन शुद्ध कैसे होगा? आहार शुद्ध हो, सत्व शुद्धि। ऐसा आहार शुद्ध होगा, सभी प्रकार का आहार, यहां से यहां से यहां से, ये सब अच्छा आहार लेना पड़ेगा, बुरा आहार बंद करना पड़ेगा। सो मेकिंग गुड यूज ऑफ आवर सेंसेस, taking good food through our eyes, through our ears, through our mouth, and not taking bad food from our ears and ears, eyes and our mouth. That is how gradually our mind will become pure. So that is why I had given you the formula कि हमारा मन शुद्ध होगा तो हमारा मन एकाग्र होगा। मन शुद्ध करने के लिए आहार शुद्ध करना पड़ेगा। ये एक इक्वेशन तुमको मिल गया। नाउ दूसरा इक्वेशन, हम पढ़ने बैठते हैं और मूड नहीं आता है। पढ़ने जब बैठे हमारा मन क्या बोलता है? चलने यार थोड़ा घूम के आए। अरे यार एक हफ्ते बाद परीक्षा, छोड़ने यार कल से कर लेंगे। अच्छा ठीक है चलो। हम अभी मन के गुलाम हैं, मन हमारा गुलाम नहीं है। दिस इज अ फैक्ट। इसीलिए मूड नहीं आता। क्यों? मन हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं है। तो मन हमारे कंट्रोल में है तो पहले मन को कंट्रोल करना पड़ेगा। तो मन कैसे कंट्रोल में आएगा? जब हमारी लाइफ कंट्रोल में आएगी, जीवन कंट्रोल में आएगा। तो जीवन कैसे नियंत्रित होगा? जब जीवन नियमित होगा। तो मेरे पास तो कई फ्रेंड्स आते रहते, सो मेनी फ्रेंड्स आर कमिंग टू मी। तो मैं उनको पूछता हूँ, यंग फ्रेंड्स मेरे बहुत हैं, तो उनको पूछा, अच्छा भैया सुबह कितने बजे उठते हो? तो कुछ निश्चित नहीं है, कभी 6 बजे, कभी 7 बजे, रविवार तो 10 भी बज जाता है। अच्छा भैया तुम्हारा सोने का टाइम क्या है? कुछ निश्चित नहीं है, कभी 10 बजे, कभी 11 बजे, अच्छी पिक्चर तो 1 भी बज जाता है टीवी में। अच्छा भैया तुम्हारा पढ़ाई का टाइम क्या है? कुछ निश्चित नहीं है, मूड आता पढ़ लेते हैं। अच्छा भैया तुम्हारा खाने का टाइम क्या है? तो कुछ निश्चित नहीं, भूख लगती खा लेते हैं। अच्छा भाई तुम्हारा टीवी देखने का टाइम? तो निश्चित नहीं। खेलकूद का टाइम? निश्चित नहीं। एसएमएस भेजने का टाइम? निश्चित नहीं। इंटरनेट चीटिंग चैटिंग? और निश्चित नहीं। कभी कभी 4-4 घंटा भी चलता है इंटरनेट चीटिंग चैटिंग, दोनों साथ होता है चीटिंग चैटिंग। उसकी कहानी बाद में बताऊंगा। मेरे पास तुम्हारी सब पोलम पट्टी पता है, तुम्हारी सब पोलम पट्टी मैं जानता हूं। तो भैया सोने का टाइम निश्चित नहीं, उठने का टाइम निश्चित नहीं, खाने का टाइम निश्चित नहीं, टीवी देखने का टाइम निश्चित नहीं। फिर मेरे पास आकर के मेरे को पूछते हैं, तो स्वामी जी मन की एकाग्रता कब आएगी? तो कहते कुछ निश्चित नहीं। तुम्हारा रिप्लाई तुमको वापस हो गया। तुम्हारा जब कुछ निश्चित नहीं है तो एकाग्रता निश्चित नहीं। तो एकाग्रता निश्चित करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? उठने का टाइम निश्चित, सोने का टाइम पढ़ने का टाइम, खेलकूद का टाइम, टीवी का टाइम निश्चित, इंटरनेट चैटिंग निश्चित, तो फिर एकाग्रता। दैट मीन्स अभी तुमको इक्वेशन फिर से खोलो, तुम्हारा लैपटॉप खोलो, बोला अभी डाटा एंट्री करेंगे। ओके, हमारा जीवन जितना नियमित होगा उतना हमारा मन एकाग्र होगा। हमारा जीवन जितना नियमित होगा उतना हमारा मन एकाग्र होगा। याद रहेगा, जीवन नियमित रहेगा तो एकाग्रता आएगी। कैसे? जीवन नियमित रहेगा तो जीवन नियंत्रित होगा, जीवन नियंत्रित होगा तो मन नियंत्रित होगा, मन नियंत्रित होगा तो मन एकाग्र हो जाएगा। दिस इज द इक्वेशन। इसलिए जीवन जितना नियमित रहेगा उतना हमारा मन एकाग्र होगा। तो नियमित का मतलब क्या होता है? यू मस्ट हैव ए फिक्स रूटीन, मस्ट हैव ए फिक्स रूटीन। इतने बजे उठना, इतने बजे सोना, एक फिक्स रूटीन बनाओ। कब बनाओगे? कल से कि आज से? आज ही जाकर के, घर जाकर के अपने मम्मी पापा, मम्मी से खास करके पूछ करके, पापा का सवाल नहीं है, पर मम्मी से पूछ करके, कंसल्ट करके कितने बजे खाना देगी पूछ करके खाने का टाइम निश्चित करो। नहीं तो तुमने लिखा शाम को 8 बजे खाना, वो बनाएगी 9 बजे, तो तुम्हारा पहले दिन पंक्चर टाइम टेबल में। तो इसलिए मम्मी को पूछ करके, बाकी सब लोग को पूछ करके होमवर्क के लिए क्या टाइम, वो मान लो तुमको मार्केट जाने का बात है, बहन लोगों को भी थोड़ा रसोई में मदद करना पड़ता है, जो कुछ भी है, मम्मी को पूछ करके टाइम टेबल बनाओ। वो टाइम टेबल में पूरा फिक्स लिख के रखो। सुबह इतने बजे उठने का, इतने बजे शाम को रात को सोने का, इतने बजे पढ़ाई, इतने बजे खाना, ये सब लिख करके रखो, रिटर्न टाइम टेबल। बट डोंट मेक इट टू आइडियल, बी मेक इट प्रैक्टिकेबल। कई लोग क्या होते हैं, बहुत आइडियल टाइम टेबल बनाते हैं, रोज 6 बजे उठते थे, नहीं कल से 4 बजे उठेंगे, और पहले दिन पंचर। इसलिए प्रैक्टिकेबल टाइम टेबल, 6 बजे उठते हो तो फोन ऐसे का रखो, फिर 1 महीने बाद मेक इट 5:30, देन आफ्टर 3 months मेक इट 5 o'clock, ग्रेजुअली यू गो मेकिंग मोर एंड मोर प्रैक्टिकेबल। सो ट्राई टू मेक ए प्रैक्टिकेबल टाइम टेबल। उसके बाद भी इवन बाय दैट ऑल्सो यू आर नॉट एबल टू फॉलो, डोंट वरी, बट डोंट गिव अप द टाइम टेबल, मेक अनदर टाइम टेबल, अगेन यू ट्राई टू फॉलो। इफ यू कांट मेक इट, अनदर टाइम टेबल, बट यू मस्ट हैव अ टाइम टेबल। इवन इफ यू एबल टू फॉलो 50% वेल एंड गुड। पहले तो तुम्हारा 100% देखा जाता था, 50% तो रेगुलरिटी आई, दैट इज एन एडवांटेज। और संडे का और हॉलीडेज का अलग टाइम टेबल रखो, दैट डे यू कैन गिव मोर टाइम टू इंटरनेट चीटिंग चैटिंग, because you got more time. But on the other days you have less time. Yeah, I like that. You can have a separate timetable. You can enjoy life more on Sundays or whatever it is. You can have different timetable for holidays and Sundays. But you must have a timetable. एक रूटीन लाइफ बना लो। और कल से करोगे कि आज से? काल करे सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब, पल में पल्ले होएगी, बोहरी करेगो कब। ये तुलसीदास जी की बात है। और अपोजिट पार्टी क्या बोलता है? आज करे सो काल कर, काल करे सो परसों, इतनी क्या है प्यारे जब जीना है बरसों। तो तुम लोग कौन सी पार्टी में हो? तुलसीदास की अपोजिट पार्टी। तो इसलिए काल करे सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब। तो आज से शुरुआत कर दो। हैव ए प्रैक्टिकेबल टाइम टेबल फ्रॉम टुडे, और यू ट्राई टू गिव। देयर 86,400 seconds in everybody's account. Today I am going to talk about time management, how to utilize this 86,400 seconds. I will be giving in detail, but I will give you briefly. At least 1% of your time you try to give for your total personality development. That means 1% of your time is 864 seconds. That comes to 14.5 minutes. What you are supposed to do in 14.5 minutes? 1 minute morning meditation in the morning and 1 minute prayer in the morning. 1 minute prayer and 1 minute meditation in the morning. Again, while going to bed, 1 minute meditation and 1 minute prayer minimum. Makes it how many minutes? 4 minutes. Morning 5 minutes, and while going to bed 5 minutes of inspirational reading. Some books which will give you tremendous power. Just now you will be going below or the bookshop. Beautiful, very inspiring books we have got. How to develop willpower, how to develop confidence, how to live the life, management of everyday life, happiness and peace in everyday life, concentration, एकाग्रता ने ध्यान, अग्निमा चांदनी शोधमा, सर्वभागी व्यक्तित्व विकास, total personality development. So many books are there. So, these books you should read every day. Inspiring books, morning and evening. So, at least 1% of your time. And then you must have time for your study, your eating, and your, of course you must have entertainment. अभी मजा नहीं करोगे कब करोगे? बूढ़े हो जाओगे, दांत नहीं रहेगा, ऐसे बुढ़े बुढ़े चले, उस समय मजा नहीं होता. जो कुछ मजा करना अभी करना है, यही मजा करने का टाइम है. पर इस प्रकार से मजा करो कि बाद में सजा न मिले. बस इतना ही मेरा टाइम है. मजा अवश्य करो, ये मजा करने का टाइम है. यू मस्ट हैव सम टाइम फॉर एंटरटेनमेंट, बट ऐसे मजा करो कि बाद में सजा न मिले. एंड स्वामी विवेकानंद क्या कहते हैं? स्वामी विवेकानंद सेज, to be happy and smiling always takes you nearer to God than any other prayer in the world. To be happy and smiling always takes you nearer to God than any other prayer in the world. So he also always wanted, he did not want that you should have long faces. No. He said, yes, enjoy life nicely, have a smile, be happy, but at the same time don't forget your goal of life. That's what he said. And when he was in America, he used to make when he used to give lectures, very serious. But after the lectures, he used to have ice cream party. And he liked chocolate ice cream. Then they asked, why you like chocolate ice cream? Because I am like chocolate. He used to say smilingly. Then he will eat chocolate ice cream, he will prepare the food, he will cook the food, and he will laughter. Now those people, they could not understand. Because their concept of a religious leader is that he will be very serious, long faces. But Swamiji used to laugh. Then one day an American lady could not contain herself. She said, Swami, you ought to be a little more serious. You are a religious preacher. Swamiji immediately replied, yes, madam, I too become serious when I have got stomachache. But without stomachache, why are you becoming serious? When you got stomachache, કેટલાક લોકોનો ચહેરો તમે જુઓ જાણે કેરોસીન પી ગયું. Kerosene પી ગયું એવું ચહેરો. સ્વામીજી કે no, that is not religion. You must be always cheerful. Cheerful is the first thing you are becoming spiritual and religious is that you are becoming cheerful. Be happy, to be happy and smiling always takes you nearer to God than any prayer in this world. So, have a fixed routine and then some time for reading books, some time meditation, some time prayer. Take good food from your senses, avoid bad food, have a regular life. That is how you will get concentration of mind. And once you get concentration of mind, you will get success in studies, in games, sports, music, in everyday life. You will get short-term success, you will get also long-term success. You will get short-term happiness, you will get long-term happiness. You will get short-term peace, you will get long-term peace also. Once you concentrate on these things. So, this is in a nutshell. I have given you, in this competitive world, first of all, you will have to be efficient in studies. You must absorb everything, study with full concentration, and also develop your total personality. Not one-sided personality. Some people are very good at studies, but that will not help you. You may be getting very good marks in the examination. That will not help you in the competitive world. In the competitive world, you must have a very imposing personality. Total personality development. What does it mean? Total personality means physical development of personality. That is not enough. Intellectual development of personality. That is not enough. Mental development of personality. That is not enough. Even with all that, with very, very strong mind, very strong intellect, and a very strong body, you can become Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Hitler, Mussolini, Bin Laden. They were all strong, physically, mentally, intellectually. What a great intellect. एक भी पैसा का इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं किया, एरो अमेरिका का प्लेन अमेरिका के टावर के साथ टकरा करके अमेरिकन को मार डाला. क्या है इंटेलिजेंस? What an intelligence. But fourth thing what is necessary is you will become Rakshasa, demons, if you do not have another thing, that is moral and spiritual development of the personality. So, with all that, that will be total personality development. How to get that? There are 5 things you need for that. Self-confidence, self-reliance, self-knowledge, self-control, and self-sacrifice. If you have got these 5, then you will have total personality development. And with this total personality development, you will be able to have total success. For which you need 3 types of Q. IQ, then EQ, then SQ. IQ is intelligence quotient, that you know very well. Second, EQ, emotional intelligence. Daniel Goleman made a research in 1991 and said EQ is more important than IQ. And third is SQ, spiritual intelligence. Dana Zohar, she is a professor in Oxford University. She has brought out a book. The name of the book is SQ, spiritual intelligence, the ultimate intelligence, where she says neurologically, physiologically, biologically, psychologically, from every point of view, there is a concluding evidence. There is something called SQ, which is the basis of both IQ and EQ. What is IQ? Intelligence quotient. IQ will tell you how to play the game of life. What is EQ? EQ will tell you how to play the game of life under changed circumstances with changed strategies. And what is SQ? SQ will tell you whether to play the game of life at all or not, but that is your choice. What is the purpose of life? What is the meaning of life? That is what SQ will say. And how to develop SQ? Swami Vivekananda gives a beautiful formula for developing SQ in his book on Raj Yoga, giving the whole gist of Vedanta. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal of human life is to manifest this divinity within by controlling nature external and internal. Do this either by work, worship, psychic control or philosophy, by one or more or all of these, and be free. This is the whole of religion. Dogmas, rituals, worships, temples, churches, mosques are but secondary details. So, कौन कितनी बार मंदिर मस्जिद गिरजा कर गया वो ज्यादा महत्व का नहीं. कितने कितना लंबा तिलक लगाया ज्यादा महत्व का नहीं. कौन कितनी बार उपवास किया महत्व नहीं. व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट? किसने कितनी मात्रा में डिविनिटी मैनिफेस्ट की. एंड हाउ डू यू नो दैट? अनसेल्फिशनेस इज द टेस्ट ऑफ रिलीजन. So if you have got the spirit of service, spirit of unselfish service, if you have got that your ego is less and you are more and more selfless, that means you are developing your SQ. And if you are having cheerfulness, if you are enjoying your life, if you are having satisfaction in life, then your SQ is developing. So, in a nutshell, I have told you, if you want to survive in this competitive world, if you want to have success in competitive world, you will have to be competitive, you will have to be quality conscious, you will have to develop your career. For developing your career, you must have, not only you will excel in study, which is very important, but you should also excel in other extracurricular activities, and you must have total personality development, physical, mental, intellectual, moral and spiritual, for which you must have self-confidence, self-reliance, self-control, self-knowledge and self-sacrifice. And also IQ, EQ and SQ, and the secret of success in trade, in war, in every management of human affairs is concentration of mind. And C is directly proportional to P, where C is equal to concentration of mind, P is equal to purity of mind. हमारा मन जितना शुद्ध होगा उतना हमारा मन, और हमारा जीवन जितना नियमित होगा उतना हमारा मन. So have a fixed routine from today. I will give it in a nutshell how to get success in life in this competitive world. Now I have to give so many more things, but I don't want to give. What I would rather prefer is, I think we have little time left out. Yeah, we have got some time. So what I will I request you is to write down your question in a slip of paper. Any question that you want to ask me in English, Hindi or Gujarati, whatever language, but it should be coming from your heart. I want a heart-to-heart talk with you. Any question, and you will not write your name. Just the problem that you are facing in life, or just the question that just the problem that you like to ask me. Write down your question or your problem, and I will try to reply as many questions as possible. Okay? Thank you very much.